Yo guys, we're here today in Switzerland. Myself, Nee, Ahmed, founders of Dose of Society.
Switzerland, Formula 1 team, Stake, also known as Team Kick Sauber, Motorsports, Formula 1. Let's go, behind the scenes. You know what? We've been fortunate enough to be, how many Formula 1s we've done? 5, 6 maybe? It's the first time actually being in front of, so it feels quite special to be here.
Hi.
Harvey.
Hello. So today we're actually taking the opportunity to connect, to film, and to hear about the stories of our colleagues, about employees that I would say are a bit more behind the scenes. So there are so many stories in a team. So what we see on track, what the audience and the fans they see on track, it's just a small part of this entire setup and the huge scenario. There are so many people involved. There are so many brilliant minds coming all together to, at the very end, to create whatever its final action on track.
What's something most people wouldn't believe about you?
As a teenager, I had quite some struggles. I was quite a rebellion and I didn't like to study. So I had experience that my parents and some of the teachers, they kind of give me some negative reinforcement. So they punished me, hoping that I could be better. Very luckily, I had a chance to meet a very good teacher. So he used a different approach. He tried to identify my strength and to enlarge that part, instead of enlarging the negative part of myself. And eventually, somehow, this positive part becomes so large and the negative part is not visible anymore. That really made a very big impact and a change for myself. From like bottom 10% student become a top 10% student.
Talk about where that's taken you.
Today I'm working in a human resources department. So as a recruiter, I hire people for the company. I try to identify their strength and see if that would be something matching for them and meeting their motivation. And also doing some project work for the HR department.
And what advice would you give to others who are maybe struggle with being brave, being confident, maybe that's holding them back?
I feel it's very, very useful to look at the positive side of yourself. Not just yourself, also remind yourself to look at others. So it would be much more positive when you look at yourself as well as others, and your life will be much more positive and happier.
So we took the opportunity, thanks to this special people who join us here in Sauber, to ask them a few questions, to know better their stories, to deep dive a bit, and to take the opportunity to tell a different story.
The main essence of our channel is human stories, so like personal stories that allows others around the world to resonate with your journey, your story, and really nice and easy. So.
Okay.
And as Christina said, no answer is right. It's your personal experience, it's your personal journey, Okay. So you don't have to overthink it, just whatever comes natural to you, just your personal journey, That's what we do at DOS.
So the question we're going to ask you is, what's something people wouldn't believe about you? Basically. Okay. So you can talk about obviously just life in general, of course, and obviously where you are in terms of career-wise, but also try to blend it in terms of just life as well, everyday life, and how you kind of use your everyday life story, journey, career to where you are today.
Okay. You want that I talk a lot, or
no?
just
Take time. Take your time. But we edit it anyway and make it into 1 minute and a half roughly. So.
Okay.
So yeah, take as long as you need. So yeah.
Okay.
All good?
Yeah, but because I'm not so.
Your English is good though.
No, but I don't talk normally so much.
Yeah.
That it's maybe the reason.
We'll ask the questions already.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't feel off, we can just film again. Anyway, so we have a bit of time. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Something that I wouldn't believe about you.
I know more about cars than you supposed. I worked on cars since I'm 20 and on normal cars and race cars and now in Formula 1. I can also put in tires on a car or change something on cars and then repair them, and I think normally the people's looking a little bit different. Normally that are guys and not girls, and they're normally also not so girly than me.
So talk to me about how being in this industry has helped you to become the individual that you are today.
I think it makes me more stronger, and because I work with the guys and normally you have to fight more and show more than the guys to show that you also can do that what guys are doing.
And talk to me about what exactly you do here.
I'm an electric technician for system engineering, and I'm planned for the racetrack. So I'm looking forward because I've never been on a Formula 1 race. I've been to so many races in GT3. I'm a little fangirl at the moment now.
And what advice would you give to those who struggle to challenge those stereotypes?
My advice to other women is to stay strong, focus on your target, and if you think it's right, then it is right, and stay focused on that.
So right now we're behind the scenes with Team Kick, Formula 1 team.
You are a girl and not a guy.
The key to these interviews is comfortability, making everyone feel comfortable, human, relax. That's how we get our beautiful stories.
Have you ever been asked questions like this before?
No, it's my first time, so yeah.
Interview was amazing. She's a natural speaker. You know, as you know, what we do at DOS, we allow people to share their experiences, share, you know, their journey, and she did that perfectly. Yeah, we're going to be interviewing a few more people.
What's an experience that's changed your life?
Becoming a mother. It was a real challenge because I was starting a new life at AlphaTauri, so my first job in Formula 1, and I found out that I was pregnant there just after starting. So a new country, a new work, a new language, everything was really challenging during that pregnancy, all alone in this new country. And then when he was born, he was sick, so I needed to be with him a lot. I had to put myself away to take care of him, but now everything is good. I had the chance to find another job here, also in the right field I wanted to go on my Formula 1 career, so as a race strategy analyst.
Lastly, what advice would you give to your baby son?
To trust himself and to believe in him and to believe in the process too. I think it's normal to go through difficult time, and it's from there that you can learn a lot.
What is something that I wouldn't believe about you?
That I'm working in motorsports, and also that I'm a mom, because there are not that many female person in motorsport working. Of course, I'm working in the event management, so it's a little bit more balanced, but still it's an industry with a lot of men, and makes it a bit more challenging for a woman.
How do you cope around that, you know, balancing motherhood as well as working in the motorsport industry?
It's not always easy, to be honest, because when I'm at work, I'm super passionate and I'm also very focused, but I also have to think about my little one, so I need to think about both, and this is sometimes a little bit the challenge to don't forget things.
What advice would you give to those who are in a similar position as you, trying to balance motherhood and also working in autosports or any other career that is probably male dominated?
As a mother, I mean, it's a challenge, of course. Doesn't matter what you work for. It's always you have a second job at home and you have the job here. So it's always a balance, but if you stay just calm and just do your things step by step, I think this is good.
It doesn't have to be like you made a mistake. It could be like just keep on doing what I was doing, because obviously what got you to when you were doing young is where you are today, you know? And even you can start from like the experience in terms of the fact that you went through, you know, personal tragedies of life, and you're still kind of able to kind of overcome, you know, just everyday life.
It was very difficult. At the beginning, I had to deal with my boyfriend depression and my mom very young stroke. It was very difficult. At the beginning, after my mom's stroke, I think, okay, I can return home because I'm very far from home, like 1,000 kilometers. So I think I have to return to home to stay with her and to help her recover. But then I think she doesn't want it. She wants that I did my experience and stay here and try whatever I want. And so also her strengths helped me to accept this new experience and to stay here now.
Actually, to be 100% honest, I started engineering because I thought, okay, I'm not 100% sure what I should do.
Yeah, I mean, you could talk about juggling acting, right?
Yeah.
So juggling acting and engineering and deciding what to do in life, and obviously you're here today.
What is an experience that has changed your life?
Back when I was a teenager, I at one point had to decide if I want to go the path to engineering and studying college and everything, or if I should pursue being an actor. And this was difficult for me to decide, especially since it's like two completely different things. I decided for engineering because I felt like I could even learn more and make more experiences.
Talk to me about your process and your journey going into F1.
First of all, studying some engineering and automotive engineering, and did some practical experience in the university, but also at other companies at internships. Formula 1 always was kind of like the peak and the thing to reach, so I applied for an internship. Fortunately, they accepted me. I was super happy to be here because obviously I'm interested in what we're doing.
And what advice would you give to those who are planning to get into F1 as well?
Look at what are you actually interested in, and set the goals according to be an expert in these areas, and keep going, keep pushing. Even if people are saying, this is not possible, every team is already filled up, don't listen to them, just be determined and pursue your goals.
A lot of people don't realize that we also have a team around the world. You know, we are global. We have people in London, we have people in Dubai, we have people in Saudi Arabia, New York, LA, you know, using this powerful mic. You know, a lot of people think that it's just myself and Ahmed. But we have a team. We're global. We're global. And yeah, we've been getting amazing stories here at Sauber. Yeah, man, honestly, it's been amazing. You know, we've interviewed about how many people? 10 people so far? Maybe 11, 12. Yeah. And honestly, just hearing the stories of the people here, you know, from the Sauber team is extraordinary, honestly. So yeah, we got a few more. You know, we got about 5 more to do. And yeah, it's interesting, man. So we're ready to go. Get them on dose.
I think it has a positive impact that because you go live in a different country, you see things from different...
Two more guys that are 30 years.
Everyone competing or something? You win something at 40?
No.
40 years, maybe?
No, maybe a little bit more holiday.
Yeah. So they win something. I think they win something. What's something most people wouldn't believe about you?
That I don't have a mobile, a private one.
How do people reach you? How do people contact you, and how do you contact others?
Mostly by email, and when I say I am there on this time, I am there.
Most people have, 6 hours screen time, 10 hours screen time. What do you do in those hours?
Going out, hiking, read a book or something like that.
What are some of the things you feel like you learned by not having a phone?
It's less stressed, so I always thinking and smiling when I read about these weeks to get off without the mobile and how great it is. So I do it the whole day.
Has there been a certain time in your life where you needed a phone and you wish you had the phone?
No, not emergencies, but it's getting more difficult to buy a ticket in a bus without a mobile. So I think the time will come when I need one.
What's an experience that's changed your life?
Joining the team. So before joining an F1 team, I was pretty sure that I was extremely fast. I tend to be super fast. I tend to take decisions like this. And then, I approach this industry and I can tell you that everything else is quite low pace. But still, it educates you to be able to give the very best of you 100% every time and to just be on point.
And what advice would you give, again, as you know, some people have fast-paced life, slow-paced life. So what advice would you give to others who are trying to maybe find a balance of both?
Try to be natural, develop your balance. There are moments in life when you actually must push on gas just because this is it. You must take decisions, you must take the right trains, you must take the right jobs and so on and so on. But there are other moments where you just have to lay back and to just go with the flow and take the best out of it.
Perfect. Bravo.
Grazie. You said brava.
Yes, I said it right, huh?
Yeah, you said right.
Yeah, see, I'm learning.
So you guys, you definitely kind of complete also the Italian.
Yeah, that's it. So that was that, man. It was interesting going behind the scenes at a Formula 1 team. It's the first time. We've done a few Formula 1s, but fortunately been invited out to Switzerland to Look at this, man. It's amazing. But be able to kind of get the stories and, yeah. It was a fun day today, man. Something different for you guys. Going behind the scenes at Dos. Show you what really happens. And yeah, it's been a while for us to be even filmed these days. Because,
it's true.
as I said, we've got a team around the world. So, yeah, you're going to hopefully see more of this, man.
No, definitely, man. As you can see, obviously, we really got into depth with the team here. You know, getting to know their stories. You know, what they really do here at F1. At the Sauber team, and yeah, you know, like we're looking to do more of that. So make sure you stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, and yeah, you'll be able to see us, you know, travel the world a little bit more.